We're following some breaking news right now in Middletown, where a worker at a daycare is facing more charges and another has been arrested.
Yeah, they're charged for alleged assault of a 2-year-old at the Town and Country Early Learning Center. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Callahan live with us with what we just learned from police. Amanda.
Well, Brian and Stephanie, this investigation dates back to earlier this year when Christy Kovarsik was arrested after she was caught on camera for mishandling a 2-year-old child here at the daycare. Now, Middletown police have discovered that a second teacher was also caught on surveillance video mishandling other 2-year-old children. Now, this all happened at the Town and Country Early Learning Center here in Middletown. That's when police were notified that a teacher had allegedly assaulted a 2-year-old child. Police then obtained surveillance video from January 12th, 2024 that showed Kovarsik picking up a 2-year-old child and throwing them. Another video showed her kicking and pushing a child. Kovarsik turned herself into police on February 26th and was charged with risk of injury to a minor and reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree. At the time, the daycare reported to Middletown police that she was fired, but today Kovarsik appeared in court again. That's after Middletown police continued to investigate the incident. The 48-year-old is now facing additional charges from new surveillance footage that shows several other incidents of mishandling children. She is charged with 3 counts of risk of injury to a minor and 3 counts of reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree. Now, this time, Kovarsik isn't alone. The additional surveillance footage showed 32-year-old Anima Raymond was also mishandling 2-year-old children in her care several times. She was arrested last Thursday and charged with risk of injury to a minor and reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree. Now, according to Middletown police, Raymond was also fired from the daycare. Now, I did reach out to Town and Country Learning Center, get a statement on these additional charges, but have not yet heard back. Kovarsik is being held on a $30,000 bond. Live in Middletown, Amanda Callahan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.